Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tyler from Podcast Now. This is the Quorra Show. This is my little doggo Rocket, and it's going to be a shorter video today. I just want to talk about what we talked about last week regarding third party. Briefly connect that to Monster Deals. I'll say right off the bat, we have Mr. Oliver, who's the PR of Electronem, and right now I'm just going to tell you, I don't know where this was. It was on some kind of chat. It might have been even LinkedIn. I'm not quite sure. But just so you guys know, GigFair is no longer the name. It's no longer GigFair. They can't use GigFair because I guess it's a copyright issue. Somebody has, I think, Gig trademarked. I don't know what I was going to say. But Gig is trademarked. So you can't have Gig. Or something along those lines. So here's the message. You're looking at it. I'm looking at it on my computer. In response, Ross, whoever he was talking to, there is no issue with GigFair other than it will not be called that because of copyright issues. The launch of our freelancer and e-learning platform is on track for launch in Q4 2019, which we knew it was. Don't worry, I'm not strangling them. We knew it was the end of or late 2019. It says that on the GigFair website, which I'm just gonna check, and the site still works. It does still work. Coming late 2019. It's all the same info. And so Q4 2019, in case you're wondering, technically we're in Q4, quarter 4 of 2019. So Q4 2019 is October 1st to December 31st. So really, it can be launched at any time now. Personally, I think it'll be in November. That's what I'm thinking. Early to mid-November, we're going to see GigFair launch, which is a good time. I think that's around when Quorra Market, my new and improved, not even new and improved, a completely redone Quorra, which is going to be insane. Richard Ellis is excited about it, which is exciting for me. So that should be around the same time as them. So again, we're in Q4. GigFair is coming out in Q4. It's not called GigFair. It could be fun in the comment sections below. Come up with a name. Try to take 2 words, or even if it's just one, and put them together. And I'll send it to Electronem, and you never know. Maybe one of the names would be pretty good. I came up with the best name, Job Fair. I know Job Fair is not taken. It's probably never even been used before. That's a little bit of Monday sarcastic humor. So. But seriously, if you come up with a name, can't have gig in it, so no gig. You can still do fair if you want. Try to fit that in, maybe, I don't know. But come up with a really cool name. It's probably going to help them out because that's not easy to do, is coming up with names. That is for sure. So that news is done. It's exciting. GigFair is definitely exciting with the, you could pay, if you're a Westerner or whatever, if you have a bank account, you can pay credit. Seller gets ETN. That's really sweet. That's actually kind of game-changing if you really think about it. And you have to, because that's big picture. And I'm all about big picture. You probably already know that. Because when we look at the Monster Deals, I'm just going to show you the thumbnail. I might even show you a couple graphics from that Monster Deals video. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Mainly because it helps see the big picture. Just like last week's video, Electronem, you found the third party. Here's the thumbnail. I put must watch because it really is, because there's a lot of people that still don't understand and still don't see the big picture. I get that it's hard sometimes for people to see the big picture, but that's why we're here. We're trying to help you out to see what you might not be seeing. People that complain about price all the time, those are people that don't understand the big picture. Because if they saw the big picture, they would understand that the price will be what they want due to what it's doing. Now, I just label it big picture. Other people might call it other stuff. That's what we call it here on this channel. Now, when we look at the Monster Deals that we talked about, now again, those are not, they could 100% be right. It could 100% be wrong. It could be 20% right. It doesn't matter. The point is how the carriers, how the corporations that Electronem does deals with, they're sometimes owned, so it's a subsidiary, let's say. They're owned by a higher level or a larger corporation that might own multiple subsidiaries. If it's successful with the subsidiary, then the corporation might completely adopt it and use it for all of the subsidiaries that they have. So if you're talking about one that has 3 to 5 subsidiaries, now all of a sudden so now you're covering hundreds of millions of people, all because of one carrier directly accepting Electronem. And I think they will get the direct payments, because right now we're using the third party. I don't think that will go away. I think it's going to be both. I think it's going to, which makes sense, because not all carriers or corporations are going to want to accept Electronem because of maybe accounting, whatever. In the first few years, or the next 1, 2, 3 years, they still might feel a little like about crypto. So the top up is one way, the third party and the top up that way is a way for them to still get those crypto people without them having to worry about the regulation. We're going to have other corporations and other companies that will want to go through the regulation to directly accept that crypto. So now they hold that crypto, it goes up in value, they can sell it for more. So on top of, there's other stuff to it too, obviously. But you're going to have both ends, very big. You're going to have corporations saying, well, it's successful, just like Quorra. Quorra's owned by who? They're owned by America Mobile. So right now, let's say in 6 months, Quorra has a massive uptick in Brazil. And obviously, and we have Vivo, TIM, Oi. Remember, there's a lot in Brazil. We're covering 95% of Brazil, but I'm just talking about Quorra. Quorra, all of a sudden in Brazil, let's say they all of a sudden have a boost of 20%. American Mobile is going to be like, where did this come from? And again, I'm making up numbers, but this is the example. This is the big picture. Where did this come from? Well, sir, there's this crypto company that they're using a third party where they buy wholesale minutes or data from us, and all these customers are getting to pay. They get around $3 for free a month from this app's reward system, and they're able to use that to top up with they're able to top up their data with us through this third party. So a lot of people have started to pay with this other currency, this cryptocurrency. Well, what can we do to make it where they don't have to go through all that, and then we can directly accept them, and then we can promote them, and we can market it to get even more people to do it. And now you move into we could do a signed agreement. It moves into that, and you can do that along with just about every GSMA or every mobile carrier. They don't always have to be GSMA. I just think a lot of them will be. Probably 99% will be GSMA members as well. So when you do it like that, all of a sudden you see how it starts to make sense. It's successful here, which means it could be successful for all of it, right? And right now they're doing the indirect payment, but they could do the direct payment, which means that that corporation can do direct marketing to all of their customers. That's what's not happening right now because of the third party. Claro, TIM, Oi, what can I think? Vivo, Turkcell, all of these ones, they're not going to do direct, or they're not going to do marketing to their customers that they have, because they don't have a direct partnership. They're not directly accepting Electronem, unlike the Unlimited in South Africa. But if they see the success, they'll say, okay, well, now we want that as part of our company. So then you have marketing. Then you have even more. It's almost like opening the floodgates. Now you have even more people, because the carrier is literally going to the customer and saying, hey, here's your new option to pay. You can use a payment that gives you around $3 a month. So it's going to save you $3 a month. You can either choose to use it or you can choose not to. I think a lot of people will choose to. And now you have an influx in users, right? You have an influx in how much ETN is being circulated, every month. And you start to add that. You expand on the countries, you expand on the carriers. You look at Turkey. When you think about it, Turkey, they're covering 100% of Turkey. So 100%. So any customer that has a smartphone that pays a monthly phone bill has the ability to pay their phone bill every month with ETN. You do that to 10, 20, 30 more countries, 50 countries, whatever, And again, you're going to have these carriers say, where are we getting all these? We're getting way more customers. What happened? Well, it's because of ETN. Well, what's this ETN? Goes through that. Oh, well, can we have an agreement so that we can market it? Because why let the competition get, we just got 20% boost in customers. Why are we going to let them, who have the same ability as us, because of that indirect, right, the top up with a third party, we don't want them to get customers. We want to get those people that they might get. So let's directly accept ETN so that way we can market it and we can scoop up even more people and convert some of ours, and then people are more happy because they're saving money and it's a good PR thing for us and everyone's talking about us, so people switch. It's such a win-win for all. For first of all, the customer, because you're saving money, and the corporation, because they're going to make more money. It's a win for us, and so it's a win-win-win. It's a win for Electronem users or supporters or whatever, holders, because the more people that sign up, the faster and the more successful mass adoption will become. The faster the price will go up, which is what most people really want. And I assume they do too on the team, but they don't really do stuff to do it because they don't want to do that. They're focused on the success. They're focused on the project, which is what I just explained to you. So this is why I do these videos. You look at we found the third party and how I showed you. So if it's this recharge, it probably isn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you look at, here's all the different carriers. So that lets you picture, you sit back and you say, okay, well, they can do all of these different carriers that are all absolutely massive. These all have hundreds of millions of customers. Now let's say, with Vodafone, right? Because of Turkey, we can do Vodafone. That means that any country that has Vodafone as a carrier will have Vodafone available when ETN goes to that country. That's what that means. That's absolutely huge. So again, it's not about so much the names. It doesn't matter if I'm right about the Monster Deals or if we're right about Recharge. That's not the point. The point is the big picture. That's how we're going to get into the top 50 coins. That's how we're going to get into top 20, top 10 over the next few years. That's how the price is going to go up because this is how it works. This is how you look at, here's what's there. Here's what's already set up. How does it trickle down? How does it trickle up? How does it make sense for the corporations to implement ETN into their company so that they can directly market to their customers to benefit their customers, which no company does that. Well, that's not true. Some do. But most of these, when you become very large, it's all about, well, how do we make more money? But that's okay because like I said in this example, will these corporations make more money? Yeah, because they're going to have more people signing up. They're going to have people who literally probably couldn't afford before to sign up with them. Now they can because they're getting around $3 a month for free. So that's going to make them more money, but now you're going to have customers who are saving money and are happy because they're saving money. You're going to have people who couldn't afford it before that can. They're happy because now they can. So it's a win-win, just like I said. This is big picture. This is what it's all about. This is how we know, obviously I can't guarantee anything, except when you look at the facts, you look at what they're doing, you look at the foundation, then you look at whatever, GigFair is all I can call it right now. I don't know what it's going to be called. But you look at that, and you look at the implications of that. Right now we have the top-ups, right? The third-party top-ups. They get ETN, they use cash, so they have to put out, they have to use cash that they have on hand to buy wholesale data, and they're getting ETN for the top-ups. GigFair, if it's this same third party, I believe it is, could be wrong, it probably is, but that's okay. I don't think I am. If it's the same third party that they're going to use for the gig site, what does that mean? So instead of ETN cash out, it's cash in, ETN out. It's a circulating system. It 100% makes sense. This is the big picture. So again, the video we did last week, we found the third party. That's important to see the big picture. It's not about the names. It's not about if it's recharge or not. I don't care. It's about understanding how it works, like we explained in this video. The Monster Deals video, we found the Monster Deals. It doesn't matter if those names are right. I think that they kind of are because we're starting to see it, start to come into effect. But it doesn't really matter if they're right. It's about seeing the big picture. It's understanding how things spread out, how they connect, how it's going to work. That's what's important. So I hope you guys, maybe you learned something from this. Maybe it solidified different ideas that you have. No matter what, I hope that this video helped you guys. I just want to explain that because some people think, I clickbait or whatever. It's not about clickbait. I educate through excitement. That's what's important. It's understanding to open your mind to see something a little bit larger, see something clearer. When you do that and you take a step back and you kind of remove yourself from it for a second and you take a step back and you start to look at how things connect, it's amazing. It truly, it's an amazing, beautiful painting. It really is. And I can't guarantee anything, but I do think, I feel like I can say myself confidently, or at least I can say confidently to myself, that I will get the things that I want. I will be able to do the things that I want because I see the big picture and I understand what's coming. So again, that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit that bell icon if you're okay with seeing gaming notifications and movie notifications too. But again, we do giveaways, video game giveaways. So maybe you're into that. I don't know. But I will see you guys next week. Have an awesome week. See ya.